Hello everyone, this is Yuri Jr. and I'm back for another YouTube video. Now, as you can tell by the title, this video is a very special and different video. Today we're going to be joined by the man himself, Joseph Frost of London. Now, Joseph Frost of London is one of the most excellent jewelers I've ever seen and entrepreneurs ever in the world. So we're gonna see building his beautiful store and really get into the actual jewelry business side of things, about appreciation in jewelry, what are the pros and cons to actually owning expensive jewelry, especially in this time. So I'm very excited in this video to get straight into it. Trust me, you're gonna love this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get straight into it with the man himself, the world-renowned Joseph Frost of London. This is, in my opinion, where lifestyle and luxury meet together. So let's get to it.
Say, hold it all the way down. Hold it down for me. Hold it down for me. Say, hold it all the way down. Say, down for me. Hold it down for me. Say, hold it all the way down. Hold it down for me. Say, down for me.
The store, and
I'm Jess. So basically I am helping Joseph, Dino and Ariel run this place. I am the person to take you here, there and everywhere. And here we have all of the diamonds, so everything that you want that's bling, shine, it's all in here. We've got diamonds of Botswana, and that is of course all beautiful.
I'll ask a question before obviously we get to see Joseph Frost of London, the main man, and talk to him. You know, him being such a business mogul in the jewelry world, of course working with a number of celebrities. How is it learning from him on a daily basis and just being around him? It's interesting. Because
every day is different, and you've always got someone new coming in. You could be expecting 2 people and 20 people turn up.
Which is
and
great.
And of course, and you learn so much about everything.
How has it motivated you to do something?
Well, Joseph is so busy all the time. So when you can keep up with someone like that, it makes you want to be able to be like that. So they all, Dino, Ariel and Joseph, work in completely different ways. Joseph is seeing people all day, every day here.
Of course,
So it's just being able to be that busy and still keep up with it.
So which is great.
Does an amazing job,
Okay, thank you. So in the next segment, we'll be with Joseph himself. But thank you so much for showing us around.
Thank you, more than welcome.
Thank you very much. And now we're heading over to the VIP section. Now the VIP section is where the very important people meet and get their jewelry. Remember, this video is a very special video. We're gonna get into right now how jewelry appreciates, depreciates. Is jewelry an investment? Is it not? Especially with diamonds. We're gonna be getting really into and dig our feet into the actual jewelry industry. So I want you guys to stay tuned. And remember, we're still here, getting ready to see the main man himself, the boss man, the mammoth himself, which is Joseph Frost of London. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Hello, sir. Good to see you. As you can see, guys, I'm joined by the one and only Joseph Frost of London. It's great to see you, sir. Once again, I thank you for this opportunity.
Pleasure.
I don't take it for granted. So my first question is for you. How did you go about starting this company? Because as we can see, this company is literally a mammoth. I literally was in Selfridges the other day, and I began to talk to the guy about watches, and when he began to ask where I got my watch from, I began to say my dad bought it from me. He said, from where? I said, Joseph Frost of London. He said, how did you manage to get it from him? So I know this company is really made its stamp, especially in London? How did this all come about?
Well, first of all, on the side, we try and be a bit more unique in what we do. We try and be different. We try and specialise in the market. Everybody we employ here has a good understanding of the market itself, from the jewellery side and the watch side. So even if we don't hold the watch, we have a good knowledge and understanding to give the customers advice on what to purchase, why to purchase them, and sometimes where to purchase them.
That's right.
The jewellery industry I've been in, unfortunately, my whole life, or fortunately. I started off on the wholesale side of the business, which is volume. The journey that I took from there, I was getting asked for more and more expensive pieces. And it kind of steamrolled into a meeting with my brother and a third guy called Dino. We got together, put Frost of London together, and I guess we haven't looked back since then.
Wow, so how did that interest in jewellery even come about? To be interested in diamonds, watches?
I think it came through my father, who late in his life became interested in jewellery. And back at the time, they used to make handmade jewellery. So back then, everything was made by hand. So if you wanted a bangle, there was no casting machines, setting machines. It was actually done by hand in a pot, etc., etc. Once he mastered that, I looked at the finished jewels and I like what I saw. It always, the allure of diamonds and jewellery has always been interest, whether it's the intrinsic value of the gold, the artistic side and the beauty of the finished product, but it's always interested me. So I've always got involved from the beginning stages to the retail stage, which we're at now.
Wow, that is so profound to even hear that this is not just something that started 2 weeks ago.
This is
your whole life.
Years and years in the making.
Surely it is paying off. And of course, we know you have a lot of credentials. We know you have a lot of things to back up this beautiful company. You've got a lot of celebrities that come over to the store.
Yes.
Of course, we know people, just to name one, like Wizkid, for example.
Correct.
So how does this come about? Because you have footballers, singers, rappers from all different walks of life.
I guess it goes by word of mouth. I guess if you make a good piece of jewellery for someone, when you wear it and they compare it to a lot of the other jewellers, no disrespect to any other jewellers, they just do what they do.
Of course.
But when they compare what they bought to others, they always say, well, where'd you get that from?
Of course.
So 99% is recommendation. So guys will come and say, that's a lovely pendant. Do you not know Joe? Here's his number. And it's word of mouth, but it grows very quickly.
Yeah, so the quality of the company is really speaking volumes.
The quality of the jewellery, the manufacture of the jewellery, the designs themselves, I think that is the biggest point where jewellery is concerned. You can come to me with an image, an idea, a concept and a budget, and we can make it for you. That's the whole idea behind it, because off the shelf stuff, you can go to anywhere.
Of course,
and buy. And if you want to go get a piece, our turnaround is very quick, our quality is very high. We only use top quality stones in the stuff we make. We only make 18 carat.
Wow.
So it's very easy for your name to get around if you do a good job. You'll find in anything. If you're a good builder, guess what?
Your name's gonna go around.
They're gonna want you. And we're fortunate in the situation that there's very few people that can make goods at this level and have the knowledge to source the diamonds. It's great to say I'm a jeweler, but have you got the people behind you to source you a 15 carat YH colour GIA certed stone? Not always that easy. So it's great to talk about it, but to physically get in and get the stones, you need backing.
It's a different story, of course.
And someone says, can I see a stone like that, which is £1 million, £2 million? You've got to be able to get it in to show the client.
That's right.
So you need the backing in place for all this to take place.
Okay, now in this segment of the video, we're now getting into the designing process of how the custom jewels are made and all the special jewels. So today I'm joined with...
Hi, I'm Gadi Altman. I'm the designer of Frost. I've been in the business for like 30 years, studied in Italy, worked almost all over the world.
Wow.
And I'm specialized in tailor-made jewelry. Our factory does very unique pieces, especially for celebs and people that they want to go out of the box.
So some of these jewelry pieces, are these made for celebrities as well?
Yes, get out with Mr. Joe.
Of course.
If he confirms, he will say, but it's for a famous football team, let's say from Miami.
Wow.
Okay, so...
This is wonderful. So how does the designing process go? Is it a difficult one? Is it an easy one? How does the designing process go?
Okay, for me,
for
personally,
yourself,
it's very easy because it's my life. For me, it's my passion. It's like that's I love doing this. My speciality is that I do it fast,
Okay.
which means it's the personal touch. It's very important to meet the person. I meet him, I see his style, what he likes, his colors, his preferred stones, his life story. He tells me in a few bits what he likes, and what I do is I do a sketch on the spot,
Okay.
which normally jewelers, they don't do it,
Wow.
or designers. So I just concentrate, I get what I think can go well for him.
That's
in
incredible.
In a few, let's say 20, 30 minutes, I come up with a design.
Wow.
And we start from there. Then we start communicating. Joe communicates with the customer, and we start working on the project. Once he confirms the sketch, and he says, "Okay, I like this," I go into the production details, which means we go to the factory, we choose the stone, we see the budget, and then we come up with a rendering product.
Such like this.
Yes.
So do you design all of it on screen like this?
Yes, I do everything. As you see, this is a three-dimensional program that we create the jewelry.
Wow.
And right now I'm working on a watch. It's the Batman watch.
Wow.
So I'm just starting. It's gonna be a one of a kind.
So you've been doing this your whole life?
Yes.
Most of your life?
I've been doing like everything. I've been doing sales, jewelry, production, marketing, branding, but my strongest part is the design. So in the last 5-6 years, I'm just concentrating on design.
Wow.
And more artistical way. And with Frost, I think we are one of the first ones that are doing really art pieces in the jewelry.
Yeah.
Let's say hip hop.
Yes.
Let's say modern
day, yeah.
modern day art in jewelry. That would be the right.
And that's what makes Joseph Frost of London so special.
Yes.
Right.
I think it's very unique today. Thank you.
And you care about the jewelry things yourself, because I can see you've also got a
Yeah.
Frank Mueller yourself.
Yeah. By the way, I like to wear the stuff which, if it's new products or new ideas. I'll give you an example.
Yes.
I'm wearing now. This is a bracelet or a
Wow,
part of
yeah.
a concept I'm starting to work
wow.
on. So when I develop the materials, first thing I do is I wear it. I do everything with it. I take a shower.
So
I live with. I don't
you're
take
a real
it off.
artist then.
Yeah, I am.
You breathe art. This is
Yeah,
this is
and
fantastic.
I like to test the stuff to see if it works, if it's good, and then I do the product. So first thing I test it on
Test it
myself.
yourself, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
You're welcome.
giving us that process. I can see these designs are literally crazy, and you designed this
Yeah, I did
all
it.
yourself.
I did it yesterday.
You did it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday a customer came in and he wanted a men's ring, something really special. His letter is the letter A.
Wow.
And he's like a tough guy, so I decided to do like the shark coming out of the ring
Wow.
with his letter A inside the
mouth.
Yeah.
So you just-
and he likes Jaws, so
oh, okay.
he was tattooed
Oh,
with
cool.
the Jaws. That's
So
I
you
saw
observe
him.
that.
Yeah.
So a customer comes in, you can observe them by the way they speak, this
Exactly.
life story,
Yeah.
and from that you base your art design.
Yeah. What's nice in Frost is that the type of customers that are coming in there, each one is different, you know?
Yeah.
Dress different, thinks different, comes from a different place.
Yeah.
So it's a culture. So you can design 1 million different things. You're not consistent with one line going all the time, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's nice. I love. Yeah.
What is the craziest design that you've ever done?
Design or jeweler or jewel.
Or say jewel.
I did a $25 million
Wow.
pink diamond ring.
Whoa.
It was done together with Bugatti. With the person that bought that thing he got 2 rings which were opposite color. It was the same ring, different gold color, but the same stone. One was white, one was pink.
Wow.
It came in a special tray, and it was with a contract with Bugatti that when you buy it, you get a pink Bugatti. So that was
amazing.
the craziest one I've done.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you. I've seen something very special. Of course, I'm seeing there's a Frank Muller, I believe,
Correct.
which is a beautiful watch. So how much does a watch like this go for?
So a watch like this would go for £20,000.
£20,000.
Now,
Okay.
the reason why I brought this out is, as I was explaining to you earlier, we try and do stuff that's exclusive and that you can't get anywhere else. So normally as a whole, Frank Muller, this is a V45.
Okay.
It's actually 44 millimeters wide.
All right.
This is the non-chrono. Very, very easy to wear, very comfortable on the wrist.
It looks very nice.
Now the difference here is Frank Muller as a whole make rose gold and white gold.
Only.
As a whole. So
Okay,
it's very
okay.
rare for them to have produced yellow gold.
Okay.
So what we wanted to do is produce yellow gold, which they've made for us. And if you notice, it's got actually frost on the dial.
I just saw that right now.
So these were made 11 in non-chrono and 11 in chrono, made exclusively for Frost.
Wow.
And it's one of those things that other shops have asked us to sell to them, and we said no, it's exclusive to Frost.
Wow.
And when I explained to you about making unique pieces for clients, it's the same thing. A guy that will be wearing this, you can't turn around and say go and buy it from another shop. They have to see me. It's rose gold,
Okay.
it's enameled. Very much the client wanted it with the Hermes colors. And with the initial on the front. So something very unique.
It's very nice.
Black diamonds.
Black diamonds, is that more expensive than normal diamonds? Or
I'd
how
say
does the
no, it's
price
actually
vary?
cheaper.
Oh,
It's actually cheaper.
and why is that?
The rarity.
Okay,
So white diamonds, cleaner stones are rarer.
okay.
But the important thing is pick it up, feel it.
Yeah.
Put it on your finger. It's not light.
Yeah.
It's made solid. It's 18 karat gold.
100%.
It's got frost engraved on the side.
I just seen.
There's nothing left to question. It's made perfectly.
Hey, I think that's perfect for me. I think this was made for me.
There is no problem that
Birthday is December 26th.
we accept cash card and Bitcoin.
So how much something like this is going for, if you don't mind?
It would vary on a customization, but
Alright.
you'd be looking at about the 4 to the 6,000 mark.
Okay.
So it depends on how much customization you needed and how much work you want to need. Here's another one. Someone who loves the wolf.
Oh yes. That is a beautiful,
white diamonds.
very beautiful.
VS stones,
Okay.
18 karat. And this is made for someone who says this is sold.
Okay. And VS stones, what is that?
It's the clarity of the stone. So
Alright.
the rarer the stone, the higher the quality, it ends up costing more.
Of
It's
course.
just the rarity. So the cleaner, the color, etc., etc.
And of course, we've seen these. Now I need to move to something. Because I think I saw a Lamborghini on your wrist.
This is a Richard Mille.
The Richard Mille.
Yes.
All right. So this Richard Mille, what is this going for?
This would sell on the market at 300 plus,
300 plus
300,000
pounds.
pounds.
Okay. Thank
This is
you.
an 3502.
3502. Okay.
And it's a limited edition, so the rarity is one of the reasons that the price keeps going up. So
Okay.
they're not readily available on the market. So
Yeah.
to source them, you pay extra.
So what makes the price go up, and what really makes watches depreciate?
There's a lot of factors in the market. It's very hard to pigeonhole. I mean, the main one
Okay.
is quality and demand. I guess demand tends to rule it all.
All right,
If there is 10 watches and there's 100 people that wants it, then automatically the price goes up.
Of course.
And the more and more people that understand that there are certain watches that are used as a currency. When I say currency, take it, wear it, enjoy it. But while you're wearing it, the value of the watch goes up.
Okay.
Then it becomes more interesting for the client. So they can enjoy the hobby, enjoy the watch, while not really losing much.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
with some of the top end Ferrari collectors, they'll buy a car that they know they could drive for a year, sell it at the end of the year, and not lose much money. Or
course.
in some cases, make money. So when you buy watches, you tend to buy it, A, for the love of it,
Of course.
if it's aesthetically pleasing to you. And some people buy it for the currency,
For the investment.
for the investment. So it depends where you are in the market. It doesn't make a difference. I just recommend to people buy what you like. And as you move on and as things develop, your taste and your want for different watches will develop.
Okay. So what makes Richard Mille though Richard Mille? How? Because of course we know there's other watches, but Richard Mille really stamps its foot
I think it's at the forefront
Okay.
of telling people the value of a watch. So most people know that if you see somebody wearing a Richard Mille, the value is 100k plus, the entry point.
Yeah, of course.
There are plenty of other good watches, Audemars PK, some of the Frank Muller, the Master of
course.
Complications,
Yeah.
amazing watches.
Which are, yeah, definitely.
But it's the supply is very, very low on these watches.
Okay.
And that really creates the difference, the
Yeah.
tangibility. It's like a 28 carat diamond, which I showed you earlier downstairs.
Yes.
It's worth £2 million because it's rare. You can't find it. So if you want it, you're going to have to pay because there may be 2 or 3 in the whole world, and you have to put the money down to pay for it.
But
So it's demand and supply.
Yeah, demand and supply. So
Demand
demand
and
and supply
supply.
is what really makes.
Demand and supply,
watch
and
and watch.
if you happen to ride the wave, i.e. you've picked a design that everybody likes, you're on a winner.
Okay, that's absolutely wonderful. So what I actually want to do now is I think we do like where we swap. I think we can swap.
I'm happy to swap, but it's going to be in a couple of years. So since you bought this watch, the price has gone up. So I think you've done very
I
well.
think we can swap. Yeah, but thank you so much.
So you're talking about aspirations
Yes.
and people wanting to see watches and understanding the value of the watches.
Yes.
All I recommend to people is don't be shy when you see high value items. Go in and look at a Frank Muller
Yeah.
or look at a Richard Mille with the aspiration that I'm coming back in a year or I'm coming back in 2 years to get the watch.
Yeah.
Don't go in there to put the watch on to say, I tried on a £10,000, £15,000, 20,000. Go in there saying, you know what,
wanna
I
come back.
see myself in 2 years wearing this watch.
Yes.
So you set yourself a goal. Don't come in to just look around. There's nothing wrong with that, but have a goal. Try on the Rolex.
Yeah.
Don't try on a Richard Mille try on a Richard Mille to say, okay, I see myself in 3 years' time
Yeah.
wearing this Richard Mille.
Mille.
Try it on, feel it. Don't be shy.
Yes, yes.
But don't be shy in wearing it with the vision of I will
get it.
I want that watch. I will get that watch. And make it as a goal when you get up in the morning and whatever you do in all walks of life. We're talking about the extremely high end here.
Yes.
But you can work it down to a zenith. I collect G-Shocks. Don't differentiate between watches. It's a goal and an aspiration to get to. So when you go and try stuff on, don't be scared to go
Yes.
to ask to see a Lamborghini or to see a 18 carat stone. But don't go to put it on Snapchat to say I've seen a £3 million
course,
stone.
of course.
Do it to show this
is
is
what I'm
my
getting.
goal.
Yes.
That's where I'm going. And we wish everybody success in getting there.
Thank you so
and
much.
they know where Frost is.
Yes. Okay, I don't even think I need to ask you the last question.
Go on, what's the last question?
The last question was, what would you say to motivate them? But I think that's really been answered, to not be afraid. I think it's such a
I
powerful
think it's
statement,
taking. You're at an age now where
Yes.
technology dictates to people what they need to be wearing, the style, the clothing. 10, 15 years ago when I started in this game, there wasn't the Instagram and I need the new Palm Angels or the new Dior runners
Yes.
that are out of stock or the personal shoppers. So the DNA of how people shop and the demand for certain goods have gone up. So with Instagram, YouTube,
Yes.
they're dictating to people or telling people what is in fashion
That's
to
true.
wear.
That's very true.
So where you may have been walking with a Frank Muller 15 years ago worth £50,000, not many people would know about it. Now with technology out there, it's an app or a picture that you can download and find out what things are worth.
Yeah.
So the game has changed. You're more, technology and information is more easily available. So all I'll say to the guys coming through, use it as an aspiration. Look at it as something where you want to go, where you want to develop. I like gold, I like jewellery. I see the beauty in diamonds. I see art in jewellery. I don't see it as a piece of gold. I see
Yes.
jewellery as art. So translating someone's image into a piece of art and then seeing them wear it is for me part of the journey.
Yeah.
Part of it's financial, of course, but seeing the guy wearing and enjoying the pendant and seeing his face saying, wow, you've made a piece that nobody could have made,
Yes.
that's part and parcel of the enjoyment of working at Frost,
Yes.
or being Mr. Frost.
The man himself. But thank you so much for that
Pleasure.
advice.
No
that
problem.
was amazing. I couldn't have asked for better. So
Listen,
thank you
take
so
care of
much.
yourself. I'm sure we'll see
Thank
you
you
soon.
so much.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide.